Hi, family. Welcome back to Rise Above All Odds. This evening, Collins and myself are very, very excited. We thank you all for joining. Thank you, everyone, for always being there to support us. And we are praying that everybody should join in this discussion this evening because we just want to have the highlight of last month. Which was that one thing, one big thing, or one exciting thing that you brought with you over from last month? Because there was a lot of delivery, all the old newses from old news 1 to old news 11 that came out a couple of days ago. And then the great reveal, the great presentation from Ash about everything, the good news about the everything which we all know. I just want you to drop a comment and say what was your highlight of last month, because we need to do this together. Bro, welcome. You need to
Wow,
unmute
thank you, Mr.
yourself.
Kong, for inviting me. Yeah, I'm really happy because today is Monday, the 1st of September. So it's a great day and great opportunity. Every day we are alive, we have to rejoice. So it's really good.
Indeed.
So I'm happy to be
Yes,
here.
yes. Yes. So guys, so me and Colin, we've been having a chat and we're making a recollection of one few words and expressions here and there as the CEO was dropping. So we just want to look at what the CEO, look again at what the CEO means by shared vision, what he means by us moving forward together with strength, and why does he keep including us? It's a shared vision. We move on together with strength and the dedication and commitment. He talks also about loyalty and all of those things. So we just want to look, if you remember anything, even in one word or in a phrase, just drop it in the comment section, and Collins and myself, we're going to pick it up. Bro, do you want to launch this discussion, please?
Yeah, Sister Kong, thank you. Yeah, yesterday we had a very good live webinar, with all the speakers. It was really fantastic. Gina Liver, Bob, it was really massive. Everyone who spoke, they did very well. And honestly, if you've not watched it, I'll encourage you to go and watch it. Like Comfort, we talked about something. Yesterday was about strength. We talked about clarity, strength, and with purpose. That was the topic, for yesterday, the Heroes webinar. And when we look at clarity, the way I look at it in my own little way is about to ensure that we fully understand the vision of Mr. Ash Mofara, why he is doing what he is doing. Do we really understand the vision of Mr. Ash Mofara? Why is he so adamant to build something like this? Why is he out of the earth? He is still doing, he is still like determined with spirit, with strength to do this. And when I look at strength, comfort, I look at the past. What happened in the past? Sometimes there are things that can happen in the past. Those things can break you down. Can say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. What's the point? But he's pinned up with everything, rise above himself and said, now I'm coming back. Not with what, not with defeat, but with strength to achieve my vision, the vision that I started in the first place to build this company. That is how I look at strength. Something can weigh you down, but when you pick up, you dust yourself, you say, you know what, though I was maybe looking at something, looking at things in a particular situation or a particular level, now I'm coming back with full force and with more than what I think and more than what you've ever seen, with strength and then purpose. What is the purpose? Humanity. That's the purpose. That's how I see it. The purpose is like the vision. The purpose is about building something that will uplift others so that you can use it to bless others. That's the vision of Father. Without that vision, let's forget about it. It's like, comfort, if I'm doing something, I know I'm here standing here to do something. I know I can bring you, share my information, share my ideas with you. This is what I want to achieve. And you have a different idea. You are here not because of that idea I share with you. It means you and I cannot really be on the same page. I need people who can see my vision. I'm not just doing it because I want to do it for doing its sake. I want somebody who can share that vision. So it goes beyond financial thing. It is already there, whether we like it or not. That particular bit is there. That's why we don't talk about it. We talk about what will you do? Do you really understand the mission and vision of this man? Why is this man doing this? Because we can look at other businesses or what of IT company. None of us can even go snip close. I always said it from the day I joined. None of us can go snip close to any IT company. It can be small, large. They will never open their door for you to come in. Never. Show me one. I'll tell you are a liar. Show me one. Most of those companies are multi-levels. The company that will call you come, they don't have anything. They'll tell you A, B, C. But company like this, like we're talking about today, people should go and look at the history of iPhone. When they started, how many people were there? Friends. How long it took them to come up with the first digital phone? Go and look at the history. Go and look at IBM. Nobody will tell you where they started. We always see things at the tail end. There are products when they start to develop or services or applications, you are not there in that particular area when the person start the idea from inception. Thank God that most of us came here in this company. Some of us already know how it is, but many who follow never ever had an idea how a software is being developed from inception. But Ash opened the door for us to learn. It wasn't about the money. It was about come in, see what I'm doing. If you like it, you stay. If you don't like it, I don't. He never said the road will be smooth.
Exactly.
He never said the road will be smooth. He said, come in, let's walk the journey together. Let me show you how they do something. This process have teach us a lot. Learning. I would say this process have teach me to understand a good business and a bad business, because there are things that you present before me. I'll tell you, my brother, forget it. I'll better stay where I'm doing what I'm doing, work until I die. Hand to mouth is okay for me. But this company have taught me a good business and a bad business. And sometimes when I sit behind, maybe comfort, sometimes I can have an upper advantage because what Ash is doing is something that I know and I'm working in it every day, my life. That's my job. So I can say, wow, what this man is doing is different. And when I joined, I never saw a marketing on multi-level. I saw an IT company in the making. But I know it comfort. We had discussion a lot. I said, this thing will be difficult. This thing will take long. There will never be smooth road. But you cannot say this in a lot of people. You just said this is it. But when we look at the heart, the journey, the vision, it's about uplifting humanity, empowering individuals of all ages and works of life through education, personal well-being, or personal development, and financial well-being. You know, uplifting small businesses. How? Using this application. Yesterday, we were talking something behind a lot. We look at Microsoft package. Comfort, I know you drop out. Microsoft
Right.
package. Microsoft package is a product. PowerPoint, Excel, publisher, all of those package with the antivirus together. Here in UK, I don't know, America, I think it's £75. $75. Yeah, it's £75 or $60, depending on what you want to buy to load your computer. If not, you will not have that application. You cannot even access Word if you are using Word or Excel.
I know. Yeah.
I look at the number of subscription paid. 1.2 billion subscription.
Wow.
Multiply 1.2 billion subscription of Microsoft package to the number of subscription. So if everybody is coming with say $70 or $65, multiply $65 by 1.2 billion paid subscribers.
Wow.
If you don't
That's
have it a
that's
year,
crazy.
yes. If a company comes and build an application like that and you take it otherwise, then you are not really plugging in. You are not really seeing what they are doing. Did you think it take Microsoft just a day to build that? How long has Microsoft stayed? Bill Gates, the empire. We are talking about 30 years or 40, 50 years ago. Long time. IBM is 75 years. IBM is still existing.
Wow. See, I think I just need to take over from you now because you've said just a lot. But I want to go quickly back. It's possible for me to repeat everything you've said because it's all true, and that is exactly what is happening. Family, sometimes we need to go back to these things because when we brush over them once and then we move on, we forget a lot and then we oversee what the CEO is doing, right? Because when you see how Collins, all the things again, this goes back to Andy's question. I have to repost that video that I made of Andy. That one was, I was just so connected to that thing because he asked a series of questions. Why is it that in spite of all the negativity on Ash and all of these things, and the fact that we have put our dearly beloved unpassive in the garage, it's now in the museum just for people to see and tell the story, right? People have said a lot and done a lot, but great minds have still come together and rallied behind him in spite of. Why are they doing that? You know, because he's gone through thick and thin. He had the right to legally say, I give up, I lift up my hands and let go because I don't need it anyway. But he, you know, he rose above the odds, you know, that's, you know, and said, listen, I'm stronger than this. And what I see in front of me and what I want to do to people is bigger than this. Because all of these things you are listing, we are not here to nose into people's business. But what does a single individual do with 1.2 billion times, just say $50? Let's make it $50. What are you doing with that by yourself? That is where Mr. Mufara's vision becomes even clearer. I think that with this number of subscriptions, with that money in his hands, he will make he is not out to distribute mansions to people. It can be really boring, everybody living in a mansion, right? Life has to be life, there needs to be variety to give it the real beauty of life. I just think that with this much in my hands, I will make sure that every family is able to fend for themselves, to fend basic needs for themselves. Because there are families around the world, once in a while they get a few cups of salt and rice and stuff, they wait again till next time and stuff like that. You know, you watch the countries where there is war or where there's hunger or where people are struggling. You see children crying just because they say, "Oh, we don't have food" and stuff like that. It is sad, you know, but then that is where the whole difference is. And anybody who is not seeing this is just waiting for time, because when that time comes you will just see it. And how Ash is different, he makes it a shared vision. It is a shared vision because he sold the vision to us the moment he busted it out on that day in 2018. He said, listen, this is what I see lying in front of me in future. If you're interested, you pop in. And so those of us who saw it and believed in it and believed that it is doable and thought that he could do it, we shared the vision. That is why he calls it as a shared vision, because it's no longer his to himself alone. The moment he shared it out there and we joined, we bought into it. And so it's a movement. That is why it's a movement. That's why it's a family, right? And so that is why to intensify or to fortify his expression of shared vision, he emphasizes that we will move forward together with strength, right? Unity is strength, togetherness is strength, and power, and all of those things, because we share the same purpose, we share a vision, we share something in common. So together in unity, we are strong, we're powerful, and so we move on and on and on. We find ourselves at the bottomless pit of the rock bottom at times, but then we come up together, we chain up to each other and hold everybody, we lift ourselves up and we keep going, right? So these are things that we cannot take for granted, because ask your question again, how many of the people have been doing this? Because I was, you know, one thing that personally I've gained from this whole movement is how much I have learned, because I've chosen now to go and read about other stuff. I read the history of others. I hear some from the Collins and the likes, you know. Their products we use today, sophisticated tools in our hands, which did not just, they were not produced this morning. That is software that has been in construction since the 70s, as I've heard from Collins. But now it's the 2000s, in the middle of the 2000s, that is when we have the best, the finest of it all, right? So when you listen to things like this, then you will understand why the survey, the result of the survey, the result of the survey shows that many people are doing this same assignment we are doing, because not everybody who voted is an IT engineer. Very few people would be. But then they see the vision, they understand, well, there's a lot of learning going on. There's a lot of empowerment going on. There's a lot of knowledge being dished out, because we've listened even to people who were in business before the IT, the AI era and stuff like that, like the Mike Ellis and so on. They shared their stories. I just laugh when I listen to Mike Ellis, I listen to Dan Street and stuff, what they did in those days compared to now. And when Ash says he's going to make it even much better, you know what that means. So when we look at those things, I think the month of last month has been a powerful one. The things, or the one particular thing that if you have missed out on this same outing of Ash of the last about 2 or 3 Thursdays ago, you just want to go and watch. It's just about 40 minutes long, and it is heavily loaded, because Ash came and gave us a result of something that he's been struggling with for a couple of years now, and it's a gun. We don't have time to go back to that. And he presented it in the most down to earth language that anybody would understand. So go back and watch, see how far we've come, see how far Mr. Mufare has come, see how far his legal team has come, and of course his tech engineers. So it's all good news and we're fine. And listen, even Peter Rogers said earlier on that we just need to fix our eyes on the old news, because Ash says September is going to the excitement. I like how he dishes it out in tiny bite-sized bits, so that nobody says that was too much information I could not understand. He does not mix up stuff. He brings them in tiny bits, and so we need to take them those in those bits like medicine. Because if you wait and take your morning, afternoon, and evening medicine all in the evening, you are going to have side effects and you might stay longer in the hospital, or something else. There's a complication might develop from there. Collins, I can go on and on and on, but I think I should have you say something again.
Thank you, sis. No, you said a lot of things. When you were speaking, I listen a lot, and I really thank Peter Rogers for making it. Oh, our sister Marie Penny also, hit something here, which is so nice. And comfort, you can even read it, because I was reading Peter Rogers. He said that one product, we're talking about Microsoft, one product. What do you think if we had 5 different applications or products? How many millions can be created? What do you think we could do with that volume of money for humanity? I read it. That's one, just one. But as touch a point, in O News 11. Is it O News 11? So it's the comfort, the last O News. He said we
Yeah,
are
that was
committed.
11.
Yes, we are committed to turning complexity into simplicity with affordable, user-friendly technology, including AI with a heart. So a meaningful transformation become accessible to all. So you want to turn complexity into simplicity, with including AI. So the product is induced with AI, so that what can happen, we can have a meaningful transformation that is accessible to everyone. So now you look at businesses. How many businesses are struggling? Small businesses. We are now in the digital era, where if you have your product and you put it in your bed or in your locality, nobody sees it. It's difficult for you to have, eyes on your product. How many people go to the shopping mall now, especially in the developed country, Western, where come for, you don't even have time. How many times a week
I
you go to shop?
know. I know, to be
And
fair.
many people are like you, myself. I
Yeah,
can't remember if you do something. I don't know the last time, except
right.
otherwise. Like it's really, I can stay maybe in a year. Twice I've been on my shopping mall, because I will go online to see what I want, order it. That's what
I
I do.
know.
I can look at it and say, okay, this is what I want. If it's not good, I'll send it back. Now, how many, and those people who have that online presence are the companies that has that, they have good budget. They can provide that services, that tool, because tools and services or applications are not cheap. They are not cheap. You pay as you go. They can charge you every month because you want the online presence. We are giving you, so you have to pay us. These are IT companies providing those services, same like what Miss Ashfara is doing. So people shouldn't confuse. Miss Ashfara is building products and services applications. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Applications, products, services. They are all the same. He wants to push that out there, right? Who are those who will use it? They are businesses. Business need it. They need applications and services to run their business. Sometimes people think like, oh, I'm just there. It is not for you. There are things that, look at your phone. Your phone is a product. How many of those applications, the web mobile application you've clicked on, when you buy the phones, it's already there. That mobile application was not built for you. Company order it, they build it, and then they make it on mass production, productize it, and sell it to you, and you buy what you don't need. Then you can download your own application you need, like WhatsApp, Facebook. If the Facebook is not there, because some of us love all those social media, that's what we download. But the rest, and sometimes, how many times do you go on calculator? Calculator is a product. How many times do you go there and even calculate something? Calendar is there because it's an application. It's there for you. How many times do you go until maybe sometimes you need? Most people use it well. God bless you. When you buy Microsoft products, how many times do you use Publisher if you don't need it? We use only Excel or Word document. Most of us buy it for the antivirus and Word document. And Word document is for those who really want to do something with Word document. Those who are really working, they want to write their CVs, or like Comfort, maybe sometimes you want to do something. How many of us even need it? Sometimes we buy for the antivirus because it's a package, so that your computer will not be corrupt. You want to get updated antivirus. You don't even need it, but you are paying for it. So, but Ash said, what if a company is there who can give you something affordable? Because it is not cheap. That package is not cheap. We are talking about 65 in UK, depending on what you want, is $70 to $90 for you to get a year. That is yearly. First, I remember when you used to buy that, when you buy your laptop, they give you 30 days trials, and then when you buy it once, until that your laptop break, then you can buy it again. But now they put it on subscription basis, a yearly subscription, licensing and everything. The day your license expire, that is it, done, until you get it again. They want to make money. What if there is a company that can give you something affordable, that can bridge the gap between the have and don't have, the rich and the poor, so everybody are on the same level playing field, where you can do your business, so your business is collapsing and someone provide you something affordable, quality, futuristics? Will you say no? Most companies, the two things they ask for, they always ask for quality and affordability. Is it quality? Is it user friendly? Sometimes they don't even care about quality. Is it user friendly? Can we do A, B, C, and Z? They say yes. How much can we pay for it? If the price is high, don't even look at it. What if there is a company that can give you something of high quality, user friendly, and affordability? No company will refuse that, because I always look at company, because we are talking about the whole entire world now. It can be sole proprietor, it can be LTD, call the type of company they use application. 70% of the world use application, or 75 or 90% use application, whether we like it or not. That's the truth. They develop it every day. What if there is a company that can make it so affordable for you, so you can have your life? You can go to church. Churches use application. They Zoom every day. Now you don't need to go to church to have physical prayer. Now they can just say, okay, let's call this, and they do it. Schools, they use it. You know, you go to every industry, train station, use it. Trains, they use applications. What call me the sector, hospital, you know, you networking, personal, come for, we are sitting here, it's no application we are using to reach out. Everybody now, we are working with machines. Machine is part of our life. Computer is part of our life. What if there is someone like Mr. Ash Mufara who said, I will give you something user friendly, you know, that will bring meaningful transformation in your life. Whatever you want to do, you know, you can use it to build a business. If your
Right.
business is collapsing, I can provide something that will bring meaningful transformation. It's affordable for you and everyone can access it anywhere. Will you say no?
I
There
know.
is no way you can say no. Comfort. So these are the
Mm-hmm.
type of things Ash is doing. I want to bridge that gap. I want to make
Mm-hmm.
something people feel like, you know, comfort. When we used to see, when I used to see when I was in Cameroon as a child, I know they said Jerusalem. I know Jerusalem was in heaven.
In
You know,
heaven, yes.
yes. So there
Yes.
are
So
things that when I
we used to
grow up,
do that.
started growing, I said, oh, so this thing is on this planet. Go and read the Bible. Oh, I thought Jerusalem was in heaven, Nazareth is in heaven. So it was far reach. Now somebody is bringing you something you think is far reach, close to
Yes.
your doorstep. Say, this is it now. Take it. It's close to you. Will you say no? Do you say no and your business collapse, or do you say yes and you can use to build your business? Remember, there are businesses that are struggling, but now they want to
Yeah.
put it in front of you. And comfort, you can take it. We can go on with this
I
topic.
think that yes, I'm just so happy how Sister Fatmata says this. She says Ash knows what he is doing. I'm sure we are going to be flabbergasted with the applications. I think this sums up everything that you have been explaining, Collins, because I think she's not like you or myself who will sit here and speak, but when she says this, she's that swan that the legs are swinging, they're swinging underneath the water, and you only see the head. So you can feel it from what people say. So whoever is watching this, if you can't believe Collins and myself, we're not here to persuade people on, not that's not the case. We're just sharing excitement and then we're sharing love, because what is happening is what we think that people need to know. Because how would you know if not by word of mouth, right? So if you are here now, you're surely looking for solutions. You're looking for that thing to change your life, to change your business and stuff like that. You're looking for something to uplift humanity. Talking about uplifting humanity, you know, Ash Mufare has a different way of looking at all of these things. Everything is just all encompassing, because for Ash, uplifting humanity is beyond sending bars of soap and cubes of seasonings and salt and pencils to poor countries and poor people and stuff like that. Uplifting humanity to Mr. Mufara is about giving the fish pond, giving the net, and then say, here's fish, go get how much you want. Uplifting humanity to Mr. Mufara means you ever since you've started this business is 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you've never made progress, not because you don't want, not because you don't know what to do, but then you cannot afford the means to enhance your business and take it to the next level. Let's not forget that even the richest people, the richest successful business people on earth, they still want to get much better. They want to improve every day. Ash has the X factor, I believe so. We've been in this for quite some time now. Like my sister says, he knows what he is doing. I think that's enough. That sums up everything. Ash knows what he is doing. Because if we're good at observing Ash, there are times he starts saying a thing, he takes a deep breath and then smiles. Because he's just that smile to me carries a lot of information. He's just like, I wish I could show them what I'm seeing. I wish I could tell them what I know, right? But then let's just wait, because when it's time, we will find ourselves in it and we're going to say, I knew it. And then you tap yourself on the back, say, congratulations for waiting, right? So when we look at Ash, looking at what Ash is doing and so on, talking about us learning, I've come to find out and to differentiate between transactional leadership and transformational leadership. The other leaders who have companies this magnitude of what Mr. Mufara is doing, they did not call people to join them We used to call ourselves founders, co-founders, party founders, daddy, 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 and all of those things. Those people don't have founders. They don't have co and fellows and stuff like this. As Ash has made us his friends, So those people, they're transactional, because whatever they have, they're only calculating. Want to give it this? How much money will I take back? But Ash is like, if I create this, how is it going to transform this person's life? How is it going to make this person like learn something, be able to learn something new, or to show off what they have and stuff like that? And so that is the difference between transaction and transformation. Ash is just about to transform human beings, to transform lives in a very, very simple way. Just the fact that you don't have to stress, to overwhelm yourself with opening windows upon windows just to close one deal, one business deal, or one transaction, or to to do something in the office, just to sit within that suit and do it with ease. That is transformational, because you come back less stressful and all of this, given again the fact that from the bottom up, from the roots, this whole thing is built with AI. Who goes wrong with that? So we can go on and on and on, because there's so much to say. But then, yeah, we want to gradually round up. We've already hit 30 minutes. You can really talk yeah. So if you have any other thing, you can go ahead and say it, and that will be the end. And if I find anything in the chat, sure, I can highlight it for us.
Yeah, our comfort, things like this takes time. It is not a day thing, because we've talked about a lot of companies. We've never been part of this. So, there are people who sometimes anxiety will kill them. I don't understand what they think, because sometimes you read at some of the chat, you ask yourself, where have you been? Do you really know what this man is trying to do? But this is something that we need to say. You have to do yourself a favor to learn. And if you cannot learn, or you refuse to learn, don't come to my space and write anything, because I'll just delete you, take you out, because it means you are those type of people who have refused to learn, never mind or care about what he is doing, because he brought us all, comfort with him, to understand, to know a good business and a bad business. And if you refuse, then you spend your time writing, putting your frustration, you have no use. You are just a waste of space. That's why I will call you. I said, you can have 8 billion people, but there are people who are just waste of space because they refuse to learn. But the good ones who are really learning, they look at things, they say, wow, this is really great. I can see it. It is massive. It is good. Like this, our brother you put here. It's just waste of space. Comfort. The guy is a waste of space.
I was not seeing that though. Anyway, waste of space.
Yeah.
I think I just put it so that we call him a waste of
Yeah,
time
so
and
he
space.
is
We
just
don't
a
care about
waste.
that.
And I just
Yeah.
want to say it. Sometimes comfort, we need to call them out, not need to hide it.
Yes.
Our brother
Yeah,
here,
those
or
are lazy.
whoever you
These
are,
are lazy people.
you
Because
are just
why
a
is it? I'm
waste of
sorry.
space. You think that you
Yeah.
can just get up in the morning and manna will
Yes.
fall from heaven.
No.
It will never happen. It will never happen
No
for
food for
you.
lazy
You
man,
you
bro.
like this. It will never happen. It happened to those who take
Yeah.
effort, who learn. Comfort, I can
Yeah.
be close to you. Like sometimes we make a story, comfort. Let me put it out here. You have two shop owners. One person is sleeping and the other person is animating. People are going. You've seen that in Cameroon. People move to that shop. They are selling the same thing. But you discover that the queue here is massive and here there is nobody. And this
You
person will
know.
say, wow, nobody loves me. Nobody wants to come. You are just a waste of space because you are not doing anything active. You just want it to fall from heaven, and things doesn't happen. That day of manna is over. So what we are
Exactly.
saying here is, heaven help those who help themselves. Heaven help those who open their head to learn. From day one, if somebody brings you in, we have been saying this a lot of time. This is an IT company. It's a global IT company. It's not work in the park. Do you think things will not happen? It will happen. He is just a human like any of us. It has happened before time, and it will not be exceptional. He is not a Superman. It's not Jesus. Even Jesus Christ received flog. So
I
let us not
know.
pretend like he's just a Superman from from somewhere, falling from heaven, that you just come and say this is manna. Then you are just living in a time where we cannot even quantify you. This is a business, it's a company, and it takes time. They need to build it from strength, from one stage to the other. It moves, things will happen, but we have someone who will never give up in the lives of Mr. Ashmofara. Do you think he will give up his dream? No. His vision? No. It will never happen. They said many are called, few are chosen. We read story where most companies come for. We have shared this, companies, they come, they say, let's come with 30 people, 3,000 people. How many remain? Only 11 people. 11. Where are the rest? It happened. It happened to Apple. Go and read the history of Apple. The person who said, this is a fake, like this guy saying, yeah, it's a fake. I can't believe it. The man lost what? 100 billion US dollars because he refused to believe. So people like this, those who refuse to believe, refuse to hang in there, it is taking time. That is how you lost everything. And you go from one stage to the other, complaining, mourning. No good thing will come to those who are not humble, those who are not, they are not loyal, those who are not patient, like especially patient for things like this. You need to be patient, you need to understand, you need to learn what is happening. Stay close. It is not a joke. People have lost a lot because they refuse to believe and they keep on wallowing in their own little hole, moving from one place to the other and never happen. And those who follow shining object, where are they today? It collapsed 1 second because they robbed Peter to pay Paul. But today we are sitting in an ocean where they will give you a cup of tea. When you jump into that mug, what will happen, Comfort? You'll be swimming in an ocean. Whether you like it or not, it will come to pass. You can laugh at me today, you can laugh at Comfort, laugh at all those who are doing lives. Then one day you will sit and watch that life and said, had I known. They said, if you sit back, Comfort, this is a proverb. You sit back, you refuse to follow somebody with a vision. One day you will sit with a person with no vision and you watch that person on your TV. You will sit
On your television.
and watch somebody with television. Yes, yeah.
Listen, see,
If you
Collins, there
follow
was
somebody, you leave somebody with a vision, you follow somebody with television. One day you will sit on that television and watch somebody with a vision. That person
see
you
this
reject.
thing, guys. I need to take us back, quick back and back home. There was a journalist on radio who used to say in the days like when they're preparing for the GCEs, they say if you don't use students, if you don't use your eyes today to read your books, you use them tomorrow to cry. This is definitely going to happen to so many people. I'm just happy that we're talking about this. We should not keep ignoring them. We should help them. Listen, we're just helping you. If you like, do whatever you want to do. You're just being lazy. There are no two things to say here. Because these people, they are so lazy that even when things start happening, they'll still come here and drop these same comments because they've not had time to go and check that what has changed. Right. So I'm just happy that we had to mention this, but then we cannot give them that much
Yeah,
attention.
yeah, come
We're
on.
just moving
I'm
on.
just laughing at it when you see things like
Yeah.
this and you ask yourself, are you real? Are you really existing? Or are you living in this modern era now? If you don't follow someone, I want to go back. If you don't follow someone with a vision, you decide to
Yeah.
follow someone with television. Let me put it again. You will sit on that television and watch the person with the vision talking to you through that television. That's it.
Be careful before you break your screen when you see some of us talking to you on TV. You don't know where we'll find ourselves tomorrow because of this whole movement. Don't worry, watch us.
Mr.
Okay.
Ashbufara, Mr. Ashbufara is the vision. Follow it. If
Yes.
you don't follow Mr. Ashbufara with the vision, and you follow someone with television, you will sit one day on that TV and you'll be watching Mr. Ashbufara who is bringing the vision to you.
I can't see Minu here. Minu likes things like this. She'll pick it up and go and put it out there for you. Oh my God, guys. We're just so happy. We're so excited. That's the important thing here. Any other thing does not matter at all. I'm just happy because I know that Ash is happy. I'm excited because I know he's excited. I can't see exactly what he's seeing, but I know that the future is bright and clear. There's nothing at all, So yeah, that's way to go, guys. So we really appreciate you, all the support and all of the things you all are doing, all the comments. Earlier on, Jean talked about people who are dropping comments. That, all of us, everybody is important. What would this platform be for? Just Collins and myself, it can be really boring, two boring people just sitting here and making noises. We come back every day because everybody is coming, and so we interact. So what is keeping us here is the bonding that we built for the past years, and we are going to move mountains. We are going to go places. By going to go places here, I mean literally go places, guys. Be ready. Get your hiking shoes because you have no clue where I'm taking you to. You need to change lives. Fields are wide, harvests are waiting, harvesters are ready. We have to do this. I just love and appreciate everybody. And let's keep the fire burning, guys. The future is bright, and we are the chosen generation. God is good, God is kind. Thank you so much, guys. Love you. Collins, I'm sorry for stealing your midweek or your inside beginning week time to bring you here to share the television story. Watching television and television. Thank you, guys. Love you so much and see you soon. Bye.